What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into something that we've gotten a lot of comments on recently. What we're going to be looking at is places to retire and live in the Raleigh area. Now, we're doing this video because we've gotten a number of requests over the past couple of weeks of people asking, well, maybe I don't necessarily want to own my retirement home in the Raleigh area, or maybe I need care when I move into my retirement home in the Raleigh area. Where should I live for those? And we're super lucky to be partnered with some great communities here that we're going to talk about today. We have a great climate here, easy access to some of the best healthcare in the entire country. In fact, we have two of the very best hospitals in the entire country right here in our backyard in Duke Hospital and UNC Chapel Hill Hospital. We also have a relatively low cost of living compared to other states, especially those in the Northeast or Florida. And so for those reasons, people often will consider the Raleigh area as a place to live and to retire. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our first one, and that's located here in the Cary area, and it's called Glenair. All right, so Glenair, like I said, is centrally located in Cary, North Carolina. It's got super easy access to downtown Cary. It's literally walkable to downtown Cary, so awesome location in the Cary area. Now, Glenair is a community that has a 10-year waiting list. It's kind of the premier retirement community in the Cary area, if you will, and people will often consider moving there even in their 50s and 60s well before they might need to because of the wait list and the time that comes with needing to move there. Glenair is a life plan community, and it means that you can have care that increases as your need for care increases. So maybe you move there and you're very independent and you don't need care at that point. You don't have to have it, right? You can be independent, live on your own, go do your own grocery shopping, etc., whatever you want to do. But as your life progresses and the need for care continues to grow, Glenair has the care available for you all the way through death. And so that's a really popular thing because people are able to move there one time and not have to think about doing anything else except enjoying their remaining years. Now, Glenair has a ton of different amenities. They recently built a brand new building in Cary. It's probably one of the tallest buildings near downtown Cary. And it has a ton of new apartments available to it. It's got pickleball courts, it's got a swimming pool. I mean, they've got a lot of different options at Glenair now, especially with the new building that they recently brought online. At Glenair, you can have the option of having an apartment or a cottage, which is essentially just a townhouse. And so a lot of different living arrangements are possible, and you can move around as needed. Maybe you are able to live in the townhouse when you get there, but maybe you need to downsize to an apartment at a later time. You're able to adjust that as needed. So popular choice for that. Now, one of the tougher things beyond the wait list about Glenair is the fact that there is a pretty significant buy-in to the community. So to move into Glenair, at the time of move-in, a $400,000 non-refundable deposit is required. Now, they don't advertise this on their website. We're privy to this because of some people that we know who have moved into the community. So of course that number could change over time. But as of today, from our understanding, the buy-in is $400,000 just to get into the door. And then of course there's monthly costs associated with that. Now, you can probably justify the monthly cost given the fact that you're getting food and the care and your living arrangements. So when you factor in what you would pay if you lived on your own, it probably comes out to about even. But again, still a hefty number just to get into the door. But again, Glenair has always been and likely will always be kind of the premier and one of the most well-known retirement communities in the Triangle area. And this is a place where you don't own your home necessarily, but you have all the care that you could need throughout your remaining years. Also, at Glenair, you do have to be 62 years old to move in. All right, so next up is Templeton. Templeton is an awesome newer community. It's newer than Glenair in the Cary area. In fact, it's located literally directly across the street from WakeMed Hospital in Cary, which is kind of the premier hospital in Cary. It's across the street, so easy access to the hospital if that were ever needed. Glenair is probably about 4 or 5 years old at this point and is a beautiful community. I kind of highlight Templeton as kind of a resort style retirement community. When I think about Templeton, I think about high-end country club area, right? It has this like stunning presence as you walk in. The cafeteria is exceptional. The community and the staff are just really kind and generous and caring. And so you have a really great community built into a really nice building that's nice and new. Now, Templeton has 199 apartment homes in their community. These range from 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. And from what I understand, the 2 and 3 bedroom apartments are the most popular at Templeton, and they still have some remaining 1 bedroom apartments available. The 2 and 3 bedroom apartments obviously go a little bit quicker because people want that extra space. Now, I've been into a few of these apartments over the last couple of years. They are really nice. High-end finishes in the kitchen, quartz countertops, tile backsplash, nice stainless steel appliances, open floor plan, nice bedroom sizes, but of course everything is ready for those who are in the older years of their life, such as zero entry shower and wheelchair accessible. So some really nice features in these apartment homes. Now, at Templeton, they have a ton of activities just like Glenair. They have games, they have different activities that they'll take you to go do, watch a movie at the movie theater, etc. But from what I understand too, their food is wonderful. And in fact, they'll even bring food to your rooms if you want that. And so it's a really kind of high-end place. Now, at Templeton, there's no buy-in, so you don't have to pay this big upfront fee. And from what I understand, again, pricing for about a 2-bedroom for 2 folks is running somewhere in the like $7,000 to $9,000 a month range. Now, I understand that's a big number, but consider that you might be paying a mortgage and then having someone take care of your yard and then having the care that you need. And that's the beautiful thing about Templeton. It's also a continuing care community. And this is really important to folks who are considering these communities. They want the continuing care because that means when you move in and you don't need any care at all, to the point where maybe in your later years you unfortunately have some dementia and you need a heavy level of care, they can do all of that. And one of the most important things that Templeton has is their memory care ability. Now, this is a very specialized kind of component to a retirement community, and the memory care is extremely important. All right, now let's shoot over to Raleigh and explore the Cypress of Raleigh. So the Cypress of Raleigh is another continuing care community in the Raleigh area. Now at Cypress, they do let you buy into the home, so you do have some ownership in your home, kind of similar to Glenair, but you're actually buying into your home, which is a bit different than just the kind of non-refundable deposit that you give Glenair. And just like at Glenair, you have to be 62 years or older to be able to move into the community, but they have a ton of different stuff to do. Now, one of the differences at the Cypress is that they actually have houses that you can live in, again, kind of talking like townhouses here, and apartments. So they do have different options from like a Templeton, which is just apartments, whereas at Cypress and at Glenair, there are some options for a townhouse type home if that would be of more interest to you. Again, like all these communities, they have tons of different amenities with pickleball courts, tennis courts, tons of activities to do during the day, excellent food choices, and then one of the best parts is the maintenance of the home. So if you do live in one of those homes, they'll actually take care of the yard and the roof and the siding, etc. So that's a really nice benefit for folks. And even at Cypress, they'll also clean the inside of your home. Sign me up for that all day, right? Anyways, Cypress is a really nice place in the Raleigh area. So at Cypress, like we said, with all of these places, if you're looking for a place where you can move in and be able to enjoy those later years of your life, be able to go do fun activities and not have to think about the yard at the house and not have to think about cleaning up before a guest comes over, etc. These places offer the opportunity for you to do that. You can literally kind of lock your door, go do whatever you want to do during the day, And all of these things are going to be taken care of for you. And then as life progresses and your needs for care grow, all of these places offer the opportunity to increase that care for you so that you don't have to worry about moving from one place to another. Moving is tough enough, right? It's already a heavy lift for many folks. Imagine doing that in your much later years in life. It would certainly be a burden not only for you, but for your family as well. So folks who makes these decisions are really doing not only themselves, but their families a big favor as well. Now, we've only explored 3 options. If we wanted to go through the Triangle area, there would be tons of different options just like these that we could talk about, anywhere from Raleigh and Cary to a new one in 5 Points called Hayes Barton Homes that's coming online in 2025. Tons of options that we could explore from all of these different types of communities, but these are all very similar options. One of the toughest things that we see from folks who are considering moving into one of these communities is they don't actually know how to get there. They don't know the steps to take. Well, we're very lucky in the sense that we've partnered with a number of these communities over the years, and we know how to help seniors and their families make the move. One of the things that we often see is that seniors will maybe consider a cash offer because they haven't done anything to their house and they don't want to have to prepare their house for the market before they sell it. Well, one of the things that our team specializes in is getting a house ready for the market without having the homeowner have to do anything at all. We will literally take the burden off the person moving into these communities and their families, get the house ready, and typically we are netting substantially more than they would. A perfect example is someone that we helped move into Templeton a few years ago, and they were considering a cash offer, and we ended up netting them more than $100,000 than that cash offer was going to. That's significant dollars, especially in your later years in life. So again, if you're thinking about moving into one of these, or you have a family member who you want to talk to about moving into one of these, one of the biggest burdens to making the move is the fact that it is very difficult to take that first step. Again, our team specializes in that, and we will be there to help them every single step of the way. All right, so we talked about places where you could retire and get some care if you needed it. Maybe you're not ready for that, and maybe you just want a 55 plus community where there's no care involved necessarily, but you're getting the benefits of maintenance and kind of low maintenance living. That's really attractive here in the Raleigh area. Maybe you also don't know if you want to buy into that yet and you just want to rent first. Well, if that's the case, then I would recommend the Aspen and Holly Springs. These are apartments that are for rent. They're for 55 plus communities. They have meal plans, house cleaning, fitness rooms, art, yoga, basketball, all the activities. Again, did I mention house cleaning? And all of these are at a for rent price. And this is, again, only for those 55 plus. Now, another option is if you want to live in a 55 plus community, you can explore buying, and there's a ton of options throughout the Triangle area. We've explored a lot of them, but some of the major ones are going to be anything Encore that's built by David Weekley Homes. Encore is kind of their 55 plus brand, and so they have a ton of communities throughout the area. A really nice one out in Wendell Falls with their own clubhouse, swimming pool, activities. You're getting a ranch floor plan, maybe a story and a half. You're getting a nice yard, you're getting a nice house, but all of the maintenance of the exteriors are maintained for you. Now, what they don't offer is maybe house cleaning or maintenance of the inside of the home for you. That is going to be on your own. If you want to explore other 55 plus communities, you can watch our video here where we did a deep dive on 55 plus communities in the Triangle area. We hope this video has been useful for you, and if you know a senior who needs to start considering that move, reach out to us today and let us help you get that conversation started. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.